Good evening, everybody. My name is Spencer Flachek, and I'm an independent affiliate with Global One. And welcome to How to Set Up Your eWallet the Right Way. Now, this is the current splash page that we all have. This is the pre-launch page that we've been using. And this is going to change pretty much when we launch. We're going to have a much more intricate, much nicer website to use. But this is the replicated site. Now, when you signed up, more than likely you clicked on this button right here, which takes you to the sign up page. And I'm not going to go over that because it's pretty self-explanatory. But I wanted to cover one thing. Number one, a couple things. You created a username and a password, and I want you to urge your people to create a password that's pretty strong, first of all. And when you created your username and password and you signed up and everything like that, they sent you an email. It's called an activation email, and it's imperative that you go into that email and stress the people that you're signing up as well to get that email and click on the activation link, which will allow them to sign into their back office by clicking login here, and it will also authorize them to set up their eWallet. If they have not set up, if they have not activated their account, they're not going to be able to log in, nor are they going to be able to set up their eWallet. So that's the first major thing. The sign-up page, which is what we're looking at right here, the splash page, is ultimatepowerprofits.com / the username that you created. So if you forgot what website you have, just try to remember the username that you created. More than likely, it's something unique to you. So now I'm going to go ahead and log in here. So obviously, that's my username, and this is my password, which I'm not going to tell you. One thing about passwords, just make sure they're strong, please. Okay, so this is the back office. Again, this class is not about the back office, but I'm just going to run across a couple things really fast. It defaults to the news, and in this news, they pretty much highlight the latest and greatest things. Okay? And so such as the Facebook launch that they had for Global One, all the various calls that they have. And you can always go back and listen to the corporate calls that are every Tuesday and Thursday by clicking on these links here. If you change your phone number, email, or address, you can change that information here, or you can change your password. If you feel like it's maybe not strong enough, you can change that right in here. These are your generations, so I don't want to, as a courtesy, we just don't show generations, but what you'll see in there is 5 levels or 5 generations of people that are called your 5 social generations. I want to say that this is where you'll find all of the personal information of your referrals that you've made yourself, and that's a great way to stay in contact with those people. You get their phone numbers and emails, so I'll spare you that as well. And if you create a support ticket, if you need any help, try to come to your upline or myself. My name is Spencer Flachek, and my email is myfriendspencer@yahoo.com, and my phone number is 253-722-3611. I'll help you in any way I can, to include helping you explain this thing to the new people. But understand that under the tab in our Facebook, which I'll talk about in a little bit, under the Files tab, there's a 2-part recruiting system with the latest webinar. So just look at that first and try to use that to show people. Now, getting back on track. So again, if you're going to create a ticket, just click on Open Ticket, fill out your name here, and write a brief explanation of your problem or the issue that you're facing. Don't write an entire book and complain about everything, because it's just going to delay. It's just going to delay the issue. Select one particular topic. And again, only start a new ticket if your leaders are not able to help you with that problem. You can always check the ticket status here. So once you put in your support ticket, obviously you put in your email and the support ticket number here and view the status of that. They've been pretty good about getting back with you in about 3 to 4 business days, which is pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click out of that. And that leads me to the eWallet system. So I'm going to click on this thing here. And so when you initially create your eWallet profile, you're going to pick a 4 to 10 digit PIN code. So I use a 4-digit PIN code myself, and so that's going to save you some time in the future. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So the processor that we use is called iPayFire. All right, iPayFire, and your account balance is located right here. This lets you know that it's your account right here, and these are all the various languages that this can be in. So as you can see, we're going to be able to cover about 90% of the world's languages probably in about the next 2 to 3 months, and we're in over 100 different countries. So when you get more time, I want you to kind of look at the fee schedules here. There's a fee schedule right here, actually. So as you can see here, there's actually a few more fees as well that are associated with, like a wire-to-wire money. It's $30. To do a cash, to transfer, to fund your wallet with a cash deal at $6. But the point that I wanted to show you is the bank to eWallet right here. The bank to eWallet is only $1.50, and then the eWallet to your bank account again is only $1.50. So I just wanted you to know that that is indeed the cheapest way to go as far as that is concerned. Now, so let's talk about funding your eWallet. Now, I've already set up my bank account. It's USAA checking. They're based out of San Antonio, and so when you first, it's important that you do that, because again, as you're making money, guaranteed 6 times a month, and you're getting paid every 3 days, basically, is what it amounts to. You're not going to want to pay $6 every time or $30 or something crazy like that. You're going to only want to pay $1.50 for every transaction. So I personally am going to pull money probably about maybe twice a month at the most. But I'm going to use my bank, okay? And so that's the reason why you want to get that set up. But your bank is the slowest way to fund your eWallet. It takes time to get it set up, probably about 5 to 7 business days. So let's just say that I didn't have my checking account set up. What I did initially, this was the only thing on this page right here, was add a new account with this piggy bank. You click on that. So what you'll need is basically an actual check that you have. It could be a voided check, it doesn't matter, but it has to be accurate with the current account that you plan to tie in. So you can call it your personal checking account, plug in whatever, country. Again, these are all the countries that we're in. It's well over 100 countries. Default to the United States because it's English. You set English. Now put your routing number here and your account number here, and then verify here, whether it's a checking or savings, and you just run down here, fill in all these fields that have to do with your bank account. Now, what you want to do is check this block every single time. I mean, that's what I would recommend for you, because if for some reason there's not enough money in your eWallet to pay for your monthly, subscription, which there most likely will be, but you want to have this checked so that they'll with your permission, anyways, they'll go into your bank account and pull the $10 or the $25, whatever it is, for any membership monthly recurring payments. So you check that box there. And then you continue and so on. Now, what I wanted to show you here is go back to this page here. Now, once you get this thing set up and all the information in, it'll look just like this, but there'll be 2 boxes right here that says validate or verify. So you need to validate or verify your account, and what's going to happen is they're going to send you two very small deposits to your checking account, less than $1, in about the next 3 to 5 business days. they'll send you an email saying, Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so, we sent you a deposit to your bank account in the name of, whatever. So be looking for that particular entity that deposited that money into your account. So let's just use the example, 55 cents and 33 cents. So in the box that's right here, hypothetically, you'd put in 0.55 for 55 cents. Not 0.55 or just 55, 0.55 and then 0.33 and then hit validate. That right there will match their records, and then this checking account will be validated. At that point, you'll be able to transfer funds into your eWallet. Now, how much should you transfer into your eWallet? The amount that your particular participation level requires. So if you're all by yourself and you haven't shared it with anybody, that would be the $10 level. If you shared it with 5 people, but none of those 5 people have shared it with anybody, it's still the $10 level. If you've got 2 generations of people, then you want to bump it up to the $25 level, which is the bronze, and you can do that anytime you want and start getting paid on the next 72-hour period. That's pretty cool. If you've got 3 generations, it'd be the $50 silver, and then the 4 generations would be gold. 5 generations would be platinum and $100. So it pretty much follows that right there. Got this validated. So how much would you deposit? $10, $25. Don't worry about the fees. They'll add those in for you. Okay, so now you know how to do bank. You know how to validate and what to expect. Just understand that to wire funds to your eWallet is $30, but a lot of people overseas are using that because they don't have easy to use bank accounts and things like that. So that might be an option if you know a lot of people in another country. Just have one person wire a whole bunch of money to their eWallet system, and then they can use a friend system, which I'm going to cover in a little bit, to pay for each other's stuff. So that's one way that you can really get. I mean, there's a huge participation level overseas. Okay, so cash deposit. This is the fastest way that you can get money directly into your eWallet. It's a $6 fee, but you click on this thing here, and what's going to happen is you pick your state, hit continue, and then what's going to happen is they're going to send you an email on how much are you going to deposit. They're going to send you an email with instructions to complete, how to do that, how much you want to do, and again, it's a $6 fee. And all the while, I want you to look at, you see this little this icon right here with this lock. That means that you're on a secure site. So feel rest assured that you're on a very, very strong lease. I mean, we're talking about the same guy that secured the Pentagon's internet system. Okay, so this is a pretty strong, secure site, but you do want to create a strong password though. Okay, so we've talked about wiring cash. You'd print out instructions how to do that, and so on. So I wouldn't worry about too much else. So once you start making some money, you can transfer money from your eWallet to your bank account, and you just do that by clicking on this thing right here. They also have an iPayFire card that you can load funds from this onto that card, and you can use that card. I think the card's like $20, and you can use it like an ATM card anywhere you want, and it's very reasonable. So now this is what I want to cover now. I want you to understand what I recommend is that you set up your bank account so that you have the lowest fee schedule of $1.50 per transaction. So it's not costing you so much money to receive the pay that you're going to get. But again, if you haven't done that yet, it's going to take some time. So in the meantime, you'll be able to use your credit card or debit card to go ahead and set that up. Now, if you don't feel comfortable putting that information in here, you can buy a prepaid card from, like say Walmart or something like that. You can do that as well. So, credit card, debit card, it's pretty straightforward. I've already got mine set up. But what you want to do is click on this icon right here that says Add New Credit Card. Click on that, and you're just going to run through it just like you pay for anything on the internet. Click Continue, and you're done. I mean, the credit card's good to go. You don't have to validate that or anything else like that. It's pretty simple, straightforward. The coolest thing is that the first out-of-month payment is gonna come, probably from your credit card. You're going to get paid probably through your bank account. I mean, you will get paid. I'm just saying, if you choose, you'll get paid into your bank account. That's the way I'm going to do it. But just understand, if your balance is say $57 or something like that, and your subscription's $25, you're going to be able to take this balance here and pay for your subscription out of your profits. So again, this may very well be a one-time out-of-pocket deal for you. And here's the coolest part that I want to explain to you really fast. A lot of people say, because subscriptions cost between $10 and $100 at the most, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, Spence, I really want to come in at $100." And what I want you to understand is whether you're paying, not putting in, but whether you're buying, $10 worth of minimum product purchase or $100 minimum product purchase, because you're going to get something for that money. You're still going to make the same from Spinfinity. You're not going to make any more if you put in $100. So if you've only shared it with one person, you want to just come in at $10. Now, here's the coolest part about this. You're probably going to make more than, I can't guarantee this, but you're probably going to make more than $10 your first month, even if you don't share it with anybody. And so you're going to be able to take this and pay for your own subscription the next month. Well, here's a great recruiting idea. So since those people were coming to me and say, "Hey, Spence, I really want to do $100. What if you just took 10 of your closest buddies and said, "Hey, you know what? I've got some of the most interesting, new invention, high technology, just life-enhancing products that I want you to just take a look at. And here's what I want to do. I want to pay for your first month subscription for you. It's just $10. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt me. But I want you to go ahead and see what I'm talking about. I'm going to pay your first month subscription for you, and all I want you to do is just when you get a chance, just kind of look around and see if there's, if you like what you see. And if you like what you see, since you're going to get paid, your job is going to be to look around and get paid. And at the end of your first month, if you like what you see, go ahead and renew your subscription out of your profits, and then maybe pay this forward. Pay this concept forward to some of your friends, and maybe pay their subscriptions for them at $10 entry fee. That's the greatest part about this, is it only has a $10 entry fee. And so if you think about it, if you just shared it with 10 people, your first month, you'd have 10 personal people to you. It only costs you $100. You're going to make 20% off of everything they make, so you're going to get paid back off that. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, and if those people are, see some cool products, I know I've got my eye on about 2 or 3 or 4 different products right now. The travel agency, the health and wellness, all that stuff. So, anyways, guys, I don't want to get off track. Bottom line is that you can do the following. So once your friend signs up through iPay, if you're going to pay their subscription, this is how it works. They still need to click on that activation link. They still need to set up their iPay Fire back office. They still need to set up their bank account, although it can probably wait. If they just want to tip their toe in the water, they could probably just set it up later. But they definitely need to create an account with iPay Fire. And here's why. They'll put in their email address. They'll have a 4-digit PIN. But, they don't have to pay any money. You're going to pay it for them, and here's how it works. So under My Account, what you're going to do is you're going to go down and click on Friends right here. And see, I've already put my wife in here because I'm going to pay for her account out of my eWallet, you see. So what's going to happen is that when my wife goes to select her level of participation, which will be $10, okay? So she'll select $10, and that will create an invoice for her. And then next to that invoice, it'll show me as a friend, and she'll be able to click a box that says forward to your friend. So then I will receive some sort of message here, I guess you could say, and then I will pay it for her. So let's just say I signed you up, okay, whoever's listening to this, let's just say I signed you up and I said, I'm going to go ahead and pay your first month subscription for you. So here's what we would do. Whatever email you signed up with, you would let me know what that is, and I'm going to click on Add Friend right here, and then I would type in your email right here, whether it's this or this is my email, but whatever email you give me, and then I'm going to basically enter that in there, and then hit Add Friend. So when I type this in here, instantly, it basically selects. It'll say the person's name right up here. So when I put in my wife's name, it said Michelle, okay, which is my wife's name. So bottom line is that I hit Add New Friend, boom, and then it brought her up as a friend. So that's how it works. Your friend will receive once they click the participation level and you tell them it's $10 to start, right? So they click on that, creates an invoice, sends to you, you pay for it. You get paid on 20% off of there's 6 spins that month. It'll probably take care of most of that $10 that you got invested in that person. And this is an easy way to get this in front of some really, really high-class people. It's already worked for me several times. So guys, that's pretty much it. Now what I wanted to do in conclusion here is just kind of show you that we also have a fantastic Facebook support group, and this is our banner. We're called Team Global Vision. On that Facebook page, you're going to get updates. I'm constantly updating it. You'll be able to ask questions, share information, or things that you have that may help the group. And obviously, we're all going to make money together. And I also post the live webinar information. So every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, there is a live webinar that you can invite friends to, and it's the same thing every single time now, and that is globalvision.enterthemeeting.com. Corporate calls every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30. Here's the numbers and the PIN number. So guys, I really look forward to building this big and building it fast with you. I hope that you make some money with me and that you're as excited as I am. So love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.